What's up, guys? It's Oblivious Gamer here, and well, not much to talk about for the past week, and I don't think this week is gonna be anything different. I'm also moving, so that also complicates in doing videos. So without much to talk about, there's actually something that I've been interested in doing a small video, and that is with regards to Jujutsu Kaisen's upcoming game, which I haven't had a lot of time to talk about it. It was announced like a couple of months ago. It's gonna be a 2v2 arena fighting game by Byking. And if you know Byking, they did Gunslinger Stratos. They also did the My Hero 1 Justice games, both of them, which from my understanding, the second one is a bit better. They also did Magicians of the Dead. That kind of gives you an idea of what you can expect with this Jujutsu Kaisen game, which is called Jujutsu Kaisen Curse Clash. And look, I'm a huge fan of Jujutsu Kaisen. I saw that game and I was like, oh well, I'll probably get it. I like the franchise plot. But I feel because it's an arena fighter, it's gonna fall under that curse of arena fighters and the expectation of people and just how vocal at least is the amount of people that are tired of arena fighters, which gives a little bit of bad impression to this game. Personally, I haven't seen a lot of people talk about the game. I don't feel it's getting like a lot of the attention that I thought it would have get. Like I said, maybe because there's kind of like a arena fighter fatigue that comes with a lot of like negative expectations. Characters being very one-dimensional, a lot of like copy and paste with moves, a roster that's not that deep, very simple things. So I feel there's this expectation with that. But from what I've been reading, the game will have some unique mechanics to it. So far, the whole point, because it's a 2v2 arena fighter, you will have a team that you'll be able to build, and each team, depending on the characters that you select, will have different combination and power dynamics. So that adds a bit more, because now apart from each character individually, you have also, okay, this character teams with this character and you get this, or this character with this character gets this. So there's a bit more uniqueness, and like I said, they say over 15 playable characters. And I think that idea is fantastic. Again, here comes the arena fighting expectation. If it's just going to be 15 characters, it's not that big of a roster for what people expect for an arena fighter. I think if the game has depth, it's good. Like, I think 15 characters is fine if the game is deep and fun enough. But as I said before, there is the arena fighter expectation that this game should have 40, 50, 60 characters, because the expectation is, well, since there's going to be a lot of reuse moves, copy and paste moves, just put as many characters as you can. So I think already that's going to have a bad taste in some people, because it also kind of reminds me of the Kill la Kill arena fighting game that came out, which was Kill la Kill If. I think that was a very fun game. It had pretty good depth. Characters were very unique with their combos and how each one played. I felt the biggest problem that I had was, again, it was an arena fighter. People had expectations of what an arena fighter is, and the roster was quote-unquote small for what you come to expect from those types of games. Again, they were all very deep, unique, and had like different things. And it was like, what, 10, 13 characters? And they were just like, why would I buy an arena fighter with so little characters? So, and that game, I don't think it sold that well. Maybe it did so okay-ish. I do have a lot of conversation about that and how the casual person, or the people that is like, oh, well, I'm just going to get an arena fighter, sees the roster and goes, that's so small for what I'm paying. And I'm feeling if Jujutsu Kaisen only has 15, 16 characters, it could fall under that thing also, where people are just going to see that the roster is super small. And especially, we're having the arena fighting Naruto Storm game that's coming out, which is going to have a fuck ton of characters. Yes, some of them are copy and paste, some of them are reused, but it's like over 60, 70 characters at this point. So I don't think that also will help. I don't know. Jujutsu Kaisen is a very well-known franchise, so I do expect fans are gonna get the game. The question is, will the game sell well enough because it's Jujutsu Kaisen, or will the game sell well enough because it's a good game? And that's a problem with arena fighters, where you grab a popular franchise, you slap an arena fighter, and you throw it out there. If it sells, you could be like, well, it's a popular IP, or the game could be fun, but we won't know until the game is out, and also how long people stay with the game, because these arena fighters also don't tend to have a very long popularity, especially with a casual audience. People buy it, and then like after the first 2-3 months, you start to see a decline in the player base. So yeah, I'm very curious how that game is gonna end up and what will be happening. I'm gonna get the game. I like Jujutsu Kaisen, and I think there's a chance Byking could make something fun. I guess I haven't played the demo. I know there was a demo in an event recently, so I have zero gameplay experience compared to some other people. So I'm just basing on how much I like the AP and what I've seen so far. I think in the end of the day, this could be fun, or this could just end up being another quote-unquote arena fighting game that people will just, in a couple of months, forget. We will have to see. As always, that was not just about me. What are your thoughts, guys? This has been Oblivious Gamer, and I hope you'll have a wonderful day or night, wherever you are.